Hello everyone. Sorry, I am sharing it's really quick right now at the moment. And happy Saturday everyone. Hope you all have a great day today. I'll share this really quick. It's a long list quick right here. Hope you are doing well. Great Saturday. I know some of you are still at work, but we're gonna hop in and say hello to everyone and talk quick about Nail TikTok today. I'm so excited. This is great content today. Okay. Hi Caprice. Hello. How are you? Hey, Watch Glass, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me see. Okay, here's Dom. Hey, Dom. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, you look good.
Thank you. You do too.
Thank you. Hey, hi Isabel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hi Cece. Oh my goodness. So hi Eric.
Hey everybody.
It was like I just feel like I have to look it closer to the screen because I can't read. Hey Mika. Thanks so much
Hey
for tuning
Mika.
in. Hey Vicky.
Hey
Thanks so much
Vicky.
for tuning in.
Hey
Welcome to
Purple.
our first episodes now TikToks because we're gonna have so many of episodes, and thank you so much Dom for joining us today. Today's content is gonna be so excited. We're talking about e-files, and we are so excited to have Dom, one of our brand ambassadors here. I know,
Hi you
right?
guys.
So
good to
we
see
have a
everybody.
good group of people, and everybody keep coming in. So
Yeah.
Doms, you want to introduce yourself a little bit, and because we want to have a lot of episodes together too, so then it's gonna be so excited to have you join with us.
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Dominique. I go by Dom. Everybody calls me Dom. I've been a nail tech for, well, let's say an industry veteran for over a decade now. I don't look like
Ooh,
I am,
you look
but
young.
I know a lot of people are like, no way. But yeah, it's actually closer to 2 decades now, but not quite. And I am a licensed instructor as well as a skincare professional. So I just love everything sparkly. My favorite color is glitter. So glitz.
That's just
Like
awesome.
this works, right? So, and then I became part of the team not too long ago, and I've like this has been like a really big dream for me. So I'm like super excited. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Nancy, for giving me this platform. I want to say thank you. I don't want to ever forget to say that. So thank you, and it's good to see you guys.
And
I'm
thank you
happy
so
to
much
talk.
for being a part of Glitz. Glitz, so happy to have you.
Thank
And
you.
really excited today because as you was introduced, you was in the nail industries for like over 10 years or longer. And of course that you have so passions about that. This is one of the reasons that too we are like really interested in and really excited to talk about is one out of so many different contents for the nail techs who is being a nail tech, who is thinking to become a nail technician, or who is already a nail technician looking for some really cool newest way or better way, a smarter way to do, so then they can be able to utilize and maximize of their potentials, right? So
Right.
today's Dom will share with you with e-files. So excited to hear about that.
I'm excited too. Like e-files have been a topic of discussion, even with not just nail techs, but with clients. So I'm excited. This is
That's
going to
just
be good.
fabulous. So we are talking about e-file, and then there's like probably I would say 100 to 1,000 different e-file out there. And there's a huge topic to talk about e-file, like which one should I get, what brand should I get, what carbide should I use. You know, that's going to be another topics that we're going to talk in another episodes. So then that way we can able to help a lot of our nail technicians in the industries can really like select what is fit the most and what is suitable for you. So today we're talking about why, if you are like thinking about should I using e-file, or like I believe in the school we don't got teach to be using e-file, right? Unless like maybe some of the classmates will sharing with something, but they're not in the protocol that teaching it. So that is, Dom will bring it's like 3 really main bullet points that why and you know what about e-files. You want to share that with everyone?
Yes, definitely. So we need to start with what is an e-file to begin with. So a long time ago, when e-files came about in the industry, a lot of people were calling them drills, and a lot of people were using Dremels and things like that. So drill had become synonymous with an e-file. So e-files are actually electronic files. And it's kind of funny because you're like, how is it electronic, or wouldn't it still be a drill? Yes, it's still a drill technically, okay? But e-file is a more professional way to present it to your client. If you say, you can even say electric file. You can say it outright. Say electric file. Hey, I'm going to use an electric file on you today. And if you say drill, a lot of times the clients, they'll kind of be like, oh, I don't want the drill on my nails. I don't want you to drill my nails. So this is why a lot of nail techs now are using the term e-file. But drill and e-file are synonymous. They're the same types of things. But we do have professional grade e-files. So it is best to use a professional grade e-file if you're going to use an e-file.
Yeah.
So next, you have to know why. Why would you use it? Why are you using an e-file instead of a hand file? Well, e-files, they actually move faster than your hands move, right? So if an e-file is spinning more than double the time, you'll speed up your work time, okay, than your actual hands, right?
Right.
So we use them. So work smarter, not harder. So we use e-files to take down bulk really, really fast off the nail. Some people use their e-file to prep the nail, or they use it during the entire service, and some people just use it at the end to refine the nails, which is perfectly fine. The way you use your e-file is whatever's comfortable to you, but this is why you would use it. There's also some health benefits to using an e-file versus a hand file. So if you were to use a hand file, you have risk of like overusing your wrist, right?
Yep.
So with the e-file, you lessen that tension and lessen the pressure and everything on your wrist. So you're not utilizing your wrist as much anymore. The e-file does all the work. But when you're hand filing and you're using all the wrist movements, you're extending your wrist, which can cause things like carpal tunnel. You know some more, don't you?
Yep.
So,
arthritis and tendonitis. All of that can be really minimums of that happen. So, and then also using the e-file in proper ways will really help go a long way. So then you can probably doing 1 or 2 of your tasks using with the hand file. You can get it down like with the e-files really good and efficiency, you know? So yes.
So go ahead.
So what is the next questions? Like a next is bullet point is the safe. It is really safe for to using e-file.
Yeah, definitely. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly safe to use an e-file. A lot of people, again, are apprehensive because of past experiences, and you can liken it to like PTSD, like, oh my gosh, I've had a drill on my nails before. I don't want this on my nails ever again. But with proper use of the e-file, with proper education, you will be able to use it safely, because you can do the same damage with a hand file as you
Oh,
can do with
yes,
an e-file. And a lot of
absolutely.
people don't know that. So you want to avoid damage. As a nail tech, avoid damage. Your client is supposed to be relaxing. They're not supposed to be in pain the entire service. They're supposed to be enjoying their time with you. You're providing a service, not surgery. I don't know. It'd be pretty bad. You're like, oh, that hurts. You don't want your client like writhing in pain out like before the entire appointment. So you have to be gentle while using e-file. And like I said a few minutes ago, your e-file does all the work for you. So you actually don't have to do much. You just have to let it work. Light pressure, unless you're taking down a lot of bulk. You want to keep your e-file moving. You never want to keep your e-file in the same place at one time because that will cause things called ring of fire, and it actually really, really hurts. If you haven't used your e-file on yourself to practice these techniques, then you might want to try to use your e-file on yourself first, just so you can see how everything feels, and that'll keep you in a safer, a little safer space versus you just using an e-file and not knowing what you're doing, and then it becomes a danger to you and your client.
Yep.
Because also e-files, they can jump. So if you're not using an e-file properly, you can end up going over the nail plate, and the e-file will actually spin and jump if it catches improperly. So this right here can cut you, and it could cut the client at the same time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it's, it's gonna be. We're gonna have another episode about like what kind of beads and kabais. They are different because there are so many. There's a big, huge topic about that for great for beginners or for like all the nail tech that start thinking about like using e-file instead of our traditional just like hand file. So Dom, let me recap it. Dom will sharing it with what does e-file stand for. Of course, we don't want to call it drill, but a lot of, us will call it drill. So it's like cause of really like mentality. We're thinking, oh my God, it's going to be so painful. So it's, e-file is the term for electric, file. So then it's more professionals. And it's like easier for the clients being, oh, okay, it is drill, but they was designed special for in the nails industry professionals. And then the second point is really cool though, is, why it's used. And then Dom was sharing it as being safe, and then also would help, minimums of a lot of like in the long terms physical for especially for nail techs, So you can able to do so many clients during the daytime without being coming home with all that, shoulders ache and it's like, arthritis, tendonitis, that can be avoiding a lot. So, and it's really safe, absolutely safe when you're doing it properly and with all that procedures and then steps that how you're doing it, that we're going to do another like episodes of demonstration. So then that way we can able to really like get deep into this, So I can't wait because that's going to be a really great topics. And so do we have it? We got it really good. Like this is the 3 main points that we want to share with you. Then if you are thinking to get the e-file or thinking to using it, yes, you absolutely should, because why not, right? That's how is they doing it to make your work so much easier, and why not using it? I would like if it getting really like scary or dangerous, then I would understand. But if it's really better for us, why not? You know what? In fact, if I tell you, you might laugh at me. I have 2 of them in my station.
Yeah.
People were like, why do you have 2 of them? It's weird because I have 2. Well, not thinking about like 2 others going traveling. People like, why are you crazy? And you are getting so many. But then I rather to save and invest on it. So then it helped me much better. So I usually always like, if the clients come in, I always have 1 reserve for my sand bead, and then 1 reserve for my like cuticles and cleaning. See, so I go really fast though.
Yeah.
It's just
it's like quick.
Me. But if you are like being like this and you say, oh, that's just, she's doing it really, how is she doing things is really cool and fast, because you have two of them in different speech, you know, so you have to change it and switch your bits off of it. But so now we have some time for questions.
Yeah, Q&A.
So
we got some time.
Let's read the comments, but if you have any question, please comment. Kushio
Yes.
Kushios were asking questions is, do you recommend any specific e-file? Really great questions. I would, there's so many different brands, different brands with different, like, how I say it, different brands will create different benefits of the e-file. So I would suggest that look at what you are really, it depends on like budgets, like a price range, and depends on what do you really using it for. So if you are using it constantly with like in professional field, right? I would looking for some brand that you are can really seeing it's big and it trust out there, or it's hard because you can't just buy a ton of them and try it out, right?
Right.
Because it's expensive. So a lot of good brands, a big brand there, asking it for different e-files. So I would do some homework. I have several of them. I don't know which one is going to be fit for you. It might be, is this brand work for me and it doesn't work for you? Or it's different, like a different brand is cost different price. So I have like Mini Cooper, which is that from Cooper, and also have several different ones. Like Mika would have Kira Sky, and some of others like not big brands. So you just kind of know, but then it's something it was really hard to say. It's just my personal opinion. So if you invest on the really good ones, like expensive one, so that's gonna take you a long run, right? If you get someone who being a lot of less, you probably might tend to replace your e-file in like 3 or 4 months, or some of them are 9 months is maximum, you know? So do you have any ideas, Dom? That Dom probably have a great idea as well.
Well, it's really funny because I have 5. I have 5 drills. Yeah. I do, but they're all different. They all do different things. They all are used differently. Like I have one that's like super inexpensive. I let my daughter play with it. You guys met my daughter, some people, but it's really cute. It's pink. She loves it, but I would never use it on a client because it has really bad vibration. So I have my professional grade files as well. One is digital and one I can walk around with. So I have fun with my files. I have invested in them. That I can say they're one of my biggest investments. I have one that I've had my entire career so far, so it's going strong. I haven't had any major issues with it. Like after 6 years, I think I got the handpiece maintenance, but the actual motor and everything is absolutely fine. But as far as like purchasing or recommending a specific e-file, that has to be up to you guys. Like you literally have to know what you want. Like I don't want to say, hey, go grab a Koopa, because you know, like go grab a Koopa, and what happens if you don't like it? Right? Like you spend $500 and then you're like, I don't like it. So I don't want you guys to do that. Okay. Yeah. I do prefer certain brands over others, but like I said, I have 5. So it's definitely up to you. You can get, I will say price matters because you pay for what you get with e-files. So the lower in price, the lower in quality the file is. And that's just from my personal experience. Yeah. There are some good ones that are on the cheaper end, but I don't have those, so I couldn't even tell you.
Right. So it's really, I would say, do some homework. Like read a lot of reviews, do some homeworks, and read a lot of like discussions about the e-file and see which one is gonna be fit the most for you. So like if
Right.
you're just starting out, you know, if you don't like
Yeah.
want to invest a lot of monies in there, then try to start a medium. But then you don't want to buy 10 of them before you can find out which one is going to cost a lot of money for you.
Right.
So
Right.
just I would say do some homeworks and then get that, you know, so then you can get an idea of okay, I'm gonna go into more on this brand than the other brands. And that's one I see the most features for me to get it instead of the other. So let me move on to the
I
next.
can mention really quick, I can mention like some specifics. Like you don't need a file to go over 30,000 RPM for nails. Just to
Yeah,
throw that out there.
too fast. I don't know,
Yeah.
too strong, and you don't need it. Even you are trimming the
Hmm.
nails, a 30, you know, RPM is perfect. It doesn't have to be stronger than
Hmm.
that. I don't know, because
Hmm.
so here's a really good question from Cushio, New York. Thank you so much for
Hmm.
bringing that question. She was asking, how do you reintroduce a client to e-file after they have been affected by it after a bad experience? And that had me stuck to, you know, hand file, even though I, you know, feel
Prefer.
comfortable doing it. That's a really a great
Hmm.
question. That is
That's
happening
really
a
good.
lot. So you want to share your experience first before me, or I know that you have a
Either.
great experience.
Either is fine. I'm really quick, no matter who it is, because I know that that's the mentality. When they come to me, because I'm a single independent nail tech, I actually have, this is my studio and it's behind my home. And nobody knows, they think they're just coming to my house, but they're not. They're coming to their actual studio. So when they come to my studio, I already anticipate them thinking that it's going to be like really bad. So anyone that comes to me, the way that I start and I speak to them, I say, hey, do you have any apprehensions to the e-file? And they say, what? What is that? Or I'm like, are you afraid of a drill? And if they say yes, then I say, okay, this is what I use. I use an electric file. It's going to look like a drill, but it doesn't sound like one. And I'm going to use it gently on your nails to help prep. It's going to help me help you.
Right.
And it's going to get us out of here faster. Now, I do have a couple of people that are like, I don't think I want to try it. And I say, just let me try your pinky. If I do your pinky and you're still uncomfortable, we'll stop and I'll hand file your set for you. But it's a lot easier just to be transparent with your client and just talk with them instead of just going at them every time like, hey, I'm using this and you're going to be quiet and don't move. Because sometimes you do want to get that way. You're just like, just please be still. You're hurting me. And they don't know they're hurting you, but please be still. I understand you're scared, but just be still. Let me like relax your hands. Because that does happen too. If people are afraid of the electric file, they'll kind of do this thing where they're trying to keep you from hurting them. And they have to relax. That's how I feel.
That is what's great poise, Dom. That is what's happened when people have really bad experience. We do have in our salon, we do have a lot of customers, like if we're taking first time clients coming in, they never get experience done from us, but they will consult on the phone. They was asking if, like say, if it's really, do you guys using the drill? And I don't want you to using it. So then we'll have to really consult with some clients who will come and then is really, really afraid of that. And they was like, would just explain to them that the bad experience is hurting and damage your nails. It's not from the e-file. Is from you know, the improper preppings and applications and using the e-file. So we try this, the same thing with Dom tries this one nails and see how, like basically even lighter than you are using the hand file, like you're buffing it. So they say, oh, it's not look bad at all. So if you're using like overusing it, I think it will cause, you know, really damage for the nails, and it will cause a really bad experience. Absolutely. You can see some of the nails will be really a big, you know, dent marks on the nails plates. So that it was really like, I think it was like too over using the e-file with, or maybe it's like improper, like kabais, you know, all the different beats, I guess. So then just, you know, reinform with them that lets you try this one nail and see how you take your techniques using your e-file, and then you can go from there. Because then, or else it's only the thinking is going to be damaged so bad for the nails. Yeah. Just any question, other questions for us at all? I'm really excited. That's great. For like first time.
Yeah, good questions.
The nail TikTok. So any of the contents you would like to hear, because next topics we're going to talk next week will be with Mika. We're talking about like 3 main things that nail techs or beginners or even us as of today is we didn't even think when we become a nail tech. We thought it was some way, but it was in a difference, like your expectation. So that's going to be a really cool topic. Me and Dom will be like back in another episodes when we're going another route. So I can't wait. But if any of you would like any content that you're really interested in, and like say how you can able to introduce, or how can you able to introduce with the clients, like the price is changing in different services every year as of, cost of living. So how can you able to approaching the clients out to get them understand it and without, like being too offense. So that's going to be a great topic as well. How often do you change out your beads, your carbide beads? That's the questions from Honey Your Nails. So, don't want to go first with your questions?
So, trick question, but
really
it's a trick answer. Right, good. It's good. So, your sanding bands, every client, every service. Okay? That part. This thing right here. Every client, every service. Okay? Your carbide bits can last a little bit longer. Let's see. They're usually, look, I just took it out the barber side. Your carbide bits are usually, they last a little bit longer. I would say if you have like a lot of clientele, change it every 2-3 weeks. If you have a moderate amount of clientele, you can wait for about a good month and a half. And then you have ceramic. Those are about the same. Every 2-3 weeks, you probably want to get a fresh set if you have a high volume of clientele. If you have a lower volume, you can keep your bits a little bit longer. The way you know your bits need to be changed or you need to get new bits is if they're not taking off product the way they used to. Okay, that's the best thing to know. Like you just don't want to just throw bits away. Okay, you want to make sure that you can actually, use them. If you can't use them the way you've always used them, then it's time for a new bit.
So, okay, so Kushio have really quick questions here. Yeah, so I'm going to add it on just quick with the same with Dom. Same thing. It really depends on the amount of the work you've done. So if like say every day you have 10 clients a day, then definitely your carbide beads need to be replaced is more and faster than you're only doing it like 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 clients a day. So you want to keep it on the top, because when you start seeing your beads get dull already and it doesn't do what it's supposed to, yes, so you can absolutely replace. So it really depends on how many clients you take a day and how much that you've been using it. So Kushio said is some old ones get really hot and clients get terrified. Yes, so if it doesn't have any grits on it to grip on, it doesn't do what it's supposed to. So you don't want to get all of either like really diamond beads and carbides. It's just grinding or filing on the top of their surface of nails. Doesn't do anything, but just create the heat from the surface of it. So definitely really watch out for that. And okay, so Natalie has a question. How do you clean them? That's a really great question. The carbide beads.
So to clean them, let's see if I can grab one really, really quick.
When do you use
I'm
Vicky?
dropping stuff.
That's a good question though. That has a lot of good
Hmm.
questions.
They are really good. So the least expensive option is to take your bit and to take a nylon brush and to clean out all the dust with soap and water, right? You're gonna clean it with soap and water. You're gonna rinse it off. You're gonna dry it off. And then you're gonna sit it into a dish, a closed dish with barbicide or hospital grade disinfectant for about 10 minutes with barbicide. Try not to leave them in there any longer because what'll happen is they will rust and then you can't use them. There's a way to get rust off, but we're not talking about that today. But if that happens, just be mindful. You gotta take your bits out. So process. Take a brush, a nylon brush is really good, like just a regular 90-cent brush. Clean each and every bit. Try to clean all the product out of them. Soap and water, warm water, soap. That's all you need. It doesn't have to be antibacterial because it really doesn't matter. Then you're going to rinse them off, dry them, and then put them into a hospital grade disinfectant for the recommended amount of time. That's how you clean your bits.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a really, really good procedures that how you can clean that. The same thing is what we're doing with all the salons. So it's a great question. Thank you, Dom. And here's Vicky have a question for us. When do you use ceramic beads instead of carbide beads? That's a good question.
Yeah. So ceramic bits and carbide bits do the same things. Carbide bits, they cut really easily. So if you're new to using an e-file, I would try not to hey, don't get carbides just yet. I want you to stay around diamond bits and sanding bands. Those are a little more gentle. Or you can get a carbide bit that's like a safety bit, so it has a round top so that it's not cutting your client. Ceramic bits, the difference between the two is that ceramic bits don't cause heat. They can go really, really fast, but if you go across the nail, they won't produce heat. So that's the difference between ceramic bits, because you can get carbide bits and ceramic bits in the same grits, the same shapes and everything. But the difference is ceramic bits are a little gentler with heat.
Yeah.
You can still cause heat. Don't get me wrong. You can still cause a heat spike, especially if you're staying in the same area. If you're not moving, you're still going to have heat. But generally, they don't produce heat like a carbide bit will.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
And then also it's like a ceramic bits will be a little bit easier. Like it's more, how to say, is for instance, it's a little bit more friendlier when you're using it, especially for different sort of certain techniques, which is like, for instance, the dipping powders. You want to use that so then it doesn't, like, it's just easier on the dipping powders or softer like, of application. So then that way it won't take off a lot. And also it depends on the grits as well. Like if you're using if you're using a medium to coarse, of course it's gonna take off a lot. So it's just another contents we want to talk about the different beads, that we're gonna use. So if you are like, I would say friendlier, if you are starting out and start playing and using the e-files and carbide beads, try that with fine to mediums ceramics, and then just have the feeling of it. And then there are a lot of options, as Dom said, there's have a safety bit, and it just really depends. And then it really depends on pupil as well. Like some like we say Dom will like a certain different carbide beads and ceramics beads, but I will prefer some certain. So it's just really, beside that, you learn and study about the products. You just get when you work with this and you're seeing that which one will, this one works perfect with me. Or you have several different ones. You prefer certain carbide beads in a certain different type of nails, And have so many options. They have so many. It's hard to pick up.
It's hard to choose.
I know that. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm really excited. Really, really excited today. So, Marie Jane will say, y'all are so gorgeous, fresh face in the morning. I'm jealous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, do I miss any questions from anyone? I'm sorry, I keep coming back because if I miss anyone's questions, do we miss anyone's?
I think it was one about petty file bits back before. I don't know the actual question though. Pedicure bits?
Pedicure.
But I don't think yeah.
Who's asking
I
about?
don't remember them.
The pedicure beats. You know what is most of, for me, my personal opinions, I think is whatever you do is always the sand beats is always gonna be your best. You need that the most, and that one needs to be replaced every single client. You don't reusing them, and you can't disinfect them at all.
No, nope.
Yep.
Change them.
That's how it come in the cost of the service. So if you are like thinking you charge the clients less because you think you're not worth more than that, think twice. Because
you're worth every penny.
If you are having extra $5, like a lot of clients were asking us why ours pedicure will be so much more than the other salon. We're using, like, for instance, this is often the subject, but it's just for the clients feeling really good about coming. Well, we're using all disposables, all that file, the buff, and we have every single liner for each spa chair. So we don't everything was being really disinfected and then it's single use. So therefore they feel so much better. That I would pay extra $5 to being really good and being safe in where I'm going, right? Don't you think so? But we just have to share that, really consult with the client so then they understand it. It's not like we're charging it out of nowhere. It's going direct into the cost of the supply you have to spend for the clients. So that's the same thing. So let's see, any suggestions where to push. So honey, our nail said, any suggestions on where to purchase real diamond beads for natural nails? That's really a good question. You might able to, I don't know, we're not sure what state are you at. You should able to have some of local nail supplies there. They should able to advise you with really a good variety of different carbide or diamond beads that you can use it on the natural nails. They can able to assist you with that, because if they are local, if you're online, then make sure you are like, if you get looking at some of the carbides or diamond beads, make sure you check and ask questions if you are not sure. So you should able to find at your local nail supplies. I would not sure that what states, but they should have it there. Skusho, she asked about pedicure e-file. Bits recommends.
You can use, for e-files, for pedicures, you can use the same bits. They're usually just a little bit larger. They'll technically say pedicure bits. You can use carbides, you can use sanding bands, same rules apply. New sanding band per client, per service, and new, make sure you clean your carbide bits, make sure you clean your ceramic bits, and before you reuse them. So there's like really no specific e-file bit. They're all the same. They're just bigger per feet.
And then if you want to really details on it and looking deep into like a cuticles beads, that you can really detail, because if, for instance, if you start polishing the client's nails, gel polishing finish or regular nail polish finish, then you want to be really detailed to take off a lot of like dead tissues off and clean, so then it gives you an opportunity to apply your polish is flawless look. Right. So, but you know, I always like sand beads always being my bestie for anything, because then that will be the start of everything. Just some of the tutorials that we did on the Glitz page, it will have like a lot of different ideas for so many different episodes. I believe Dom have some too. Do you have some when she have some live video as well? So make sure if you haven't followed Dom, she is under Hey Dom _
Uh-huh.
doing nails. So check out her, a lot of live tutorials, really interesting, really cool, and really cute. You have your special assistant with you.
I do sometimes.
What's your daughter's name again?
Eden.
Eden, she's so cute. She's like, she's gonna be a really good assistant for you, Dom. She's like, bye. This next time you should have hers on like stream and say, oh my God, she's really good and really professional.
We're thinking about doing like Watch This Wednesday. So like in the middle of the week, we'll go on with Eden and we'll teach Eden some nail art. And if I can teach Eden, she's 6, then anybody can learn it, right?
Yes,
it's like super simple, super cute, all these things. And she just loves, like, you guys, I hope you would enjoy it. So we're going to try to do that. So it's going to be like every Wednesday, we're going to try to get Eden to participate.
That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So Honey will ask Honey, our nails will say Ohio. So yes, I would check with your local distributors. If you can find the local distributors, they will have probably a variety of different suggestions for your diamond beads. So then that way you can see in person and select which one you would think it will fit for you. So Kushio said she sounds so cute and pretty smart. Yeah, she is like a mother.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So
she's cute.
Any of you have any questions for us? We're so excited. Like it just go so fast. Like what?
Yeah. Like thank you so much. I know some people are like headed in. They're at work and stuff and trying to come in. I'm at work too, so I just I'm like,
thank you so much
I got time.
You know, it's just fun to hang it some because a lot of us who are not. I wish that we have have a nail TikTok when I was starting. Well, the same thing with you, right?
Yes.
Is there no?
I wouldn't have to figure out stuff.
And then no others suggestions or no other advising for us. So then that way we can able to make a good like choices. We get to make some recommendation, but then you have to do homework yourself, right? You don't want to spending $400 or $500 of the e-file and said, Nancy, you said, is this one the best and this not best for me?
Right. Like, this is not best. Tom, you said this is good. I say, no.
I was doing some homework. Or if like, for instance, if you are like, or if you're doing it on online, so make sure you're checking on like a review or asking your bestie, your nail besties, and see if any of them are using. So then you can able to, like purchase it too, and then try it out until like you say, okay, it's cool. I makes a lot of extra money because of e-file. Now I can invest in another one, right?
Yeah.
So that is another story that a long way that you can absolutely do. So I think we got everybody. If I miss any ones at all.
I think we got everybody.
Yep,
if not,
everybody. Dom, it was so nice. It's Dom time. It was like at what, 2 o'clock now?
Yeah,
almost
2.
Okay. We're good. We're on track. And just really friendly reminds everyone, tomorrow is gonna be a fun day. I can't wait. The whole team gonna be so excited. So mark your time, your calendar. Tomorrow is start at 11 a.m. CST. We are gonna stream all day long until 8 o'clock p.m. CST. Our team, part of our team, Dom, she's here, me, Mika, Vicky, and Eric. So we're gonna really like change our passions, a lot of different cool techniques. So many special promotions going on. It's gonna be for tomorrow, a giveaway, a surprise. We can't it's like we can't even sneak peek that yet. But we can't wait to see all of you because during the time we're doing it, our team will be able to assist you with Q&A. Any question you might have, there's a great chance to like really ask questions to us, so then we can able to assist you and help you out. Sorry, I keep looking at the comments if I have any comments right here. Vicky, thank you so much. You say so nice to see both of you. Can't wait for tomorrow. Oh my God, it's can't wait. So Kushio, tune in tomorrow. Make sure. Oh, and tonight.
Yeah.
Dom doesn't have the stream, but tonight I am streaming on Glitz page tuning in. We have is a sessions for real models. And it's really cool, simple set for a salon, which is glitter encapsulating. We have so many extremely requests for that. So then absolutely I am going to do that tonight for all of you. Hi, Sam. Thanks so much for tuning in. And stay tuned for tomorrow for our really cool second virtual treat shows that we are been preparing it so well for all of you. So thanks so much, Dom, for
You're so welcome.
Joining us today. And we're so happy to have you and such a great, talented nail technician instructors. We're so happy and lucky to have her, because listen to her with all different experience that you share with us that really is make a big like change for our industry. So hi, Yari. Thanks so much for tuning in. So we are going to see you all tonight on the Glitz page on a live tutorial. And we're going to see everyone also tomorrow all day. So make sure grab a bottle of like a favorite wine that you want. If you chill on the couch, drink for us, because we can.
We can't
you don't want to give me any like alcohol, even give me one shot or maybe a sip, then maybe I will be tipsy. So you don't want to give it to me. Like Mika was laughing. So you keep it all for yourself, enjoy for us. We probably can drink it later, but then maybe I can't do, like I probably can't do a proper chant for Voyager. You know why? Because I put it upside down. So no, so enjoy. And then tomorrow we're gonna stream all days, and then get your note, your pen, or whatever, or even you want to get some of the nail products that you want to do with us. There are the contents, we'll put it on the post, so if you can check it in the post of any of our posts. Make it laugh. Any our posts from Dom or my sales on Glitz page, Vicky, Mika, Eric. So you see the content, what times is ours showcase will be, and then you can have is some of your products to practice together with us if you prefer, and of course get a glass of wine for yourself. So we're definitely gonna see you tonight on Glitz page, and we'll see you tomorrow on the streams all hours, like on the second virtual treat shows. So bye everyone. Thank you, Dom.
Bye
for joining, and we're definitely gonna see you tomorrow with Dom. Tonight with us for another stream tutorials. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.